What's happening? Thank you for clicking on the link. This is John from Long Island punk band Wrecked. I want to just do a couple of videos, go over some of my favorite albums and why they are my favorite albums. Hopefully you get something out of it. And hopefully, give you some a little bit of insight into what, kind of music I'm into. I'm going to talk about the Ozzy Osborne album, Speak of the Devil. My first exposure to Ozzy was probably 1983. I had been hanging out with some neighborhood kids, and they had in the clubhouse they had in the backyard, and they were talking about Ozzy. This guy's crazy. He worships the devil. He bites heads off bats, drinks blood, this and that. And, which, again, that kind of shit is right up my alley. Love it. And I'm like, I gotta check this guy out, man. He sounds like a real lunatic. And we're in this clubhouse. They played what was Walk at the Moon. And I was more, I didn't care about the music as much as I cared about the guy, the mystique of Ozzy Osbourne. Like, this guy is fucking shot. Love it. So went home and told my mom, can you take me to the store? I want to get the tape. And the store we used to go to, amongst others, was TSS in Levittown, if you remember that place. Hempstead Turnpike in Levittown. Department store TSS. They had the sickest record selection. A little section in the back, they had a little buy, a little, place section in the back of the store. And my mom would drop me off there and go look at drapes, and I would go check out the records. And they had everything. They had punk, they had metal, death metal. They had everything you'd ever think of, And this was before the days of Tower Records, before the days of maybe Sam Goody was around. I guess they didn't have that kind of stuff. But we go there. I'm like, yeah. My mom told me, I'll buy you a tape, clean your room. I'm like, yeah, of course, I'll do it. So she brings me there, and I'm looking through the tapes, and I don't know how to spell Ozzy Osbourne. I don't even know what it is. My mom's like, do you have it? I'm like, I don't know what I'm looking for. So she goes up to the clerk, and little side note, I was shy as hell as a kid. I couldn't talk to anyone. So when we would go out, my mother would take us shopping in Pergamon or Caldor or wherever it was, and we'd go to the little concession stand for popcorn or a hot dog. My brother would have to order for me. I said, Mike, you gotta you gotta do that. I can't talk to anybody. And that's what we do. So we're at TSS, and my mother goes up to the guy, and she's like, hey, my son's looking for a tape, and do you have it? It's the Ozzy's. It's Ozzy Osbourne. And the guy's laughing. It's funny, right? My mother, God bless her, right? Talking about Ozzy. The guy's like, yeah, I got Ozzy. What album you want? And I'm sitting there stunned. I have no fucking idea what album. I had no idea he had more than the one I heard, right? And I'm like, he's like, I got Blizzard of Oz. I'm like, yeah, that's not it. Diary of a Madman? Nah, that doesn't sound familiar either. Speak of the Devil. I'm like, oh, that's it. Speak of the Devil. And it sounded familiar. It sounded like something I'd like too. Got Devil in the title. Of course I'd like it. Plus, I gotta get the fuck out of this situation. I'm nervous. I can't talk to anybody. So we get to Speak of the Devil. Bring it home. As promised, I'm in my room gonna clean it, right? Throw it on the boombox I had. This Japanese, Chinese piece of shit. And I got the flea market probably. Put it on, and it's a live album. What the fuck is this? Didn't sound like what I'd heard. But Symptom of the Universe comes on. I'm like, holy shit. And from then, Snowblind, Fairies Wear Boots, The Wizard, now Sabbath Bloody Sabbath, War Pigs, Iron Man, Children of the Grave. I couldn't get over what I was hearing. This music is crazy. I love it. So, I went back to my friends, and we're talking about Ozzy again. And I'm like, guys, I got that Ozzy tape, Oh yeah, okay. I'm like, I brought it. Put it on. They're looking at it like, this isn't it. Like, what are you talking about? It's not it. They bring up Walk at the Moon. I was like, oh, I don't know, man. This is great. Check it out. I put it on. And they were like, no, this isn't it. I'm like, no, it's Ozzy. This is great. And compared to Walk at the Moon, it's so much better than Walk at the Moon. And I didn't realize these were all Black Sabbath songs. I had no idea who Black Sabbath was. I never heard of them until later, and I heard the Born Again album, And it didn't sound like the same band, because it's not the same band. And but love the Born Again album. I think it's phenomenal. But Black Sabbath, I started getting into Black Sabbath then from the Ozzy Osborne, Speak of the Devil. And it's got the best versions of those Black Sabbath songs ever. I mean, you have Tommy Aldridge on the drums, Rudy Sarzo on the bass, Brad Gillis from Night Ranger on the guitar. Who knew that fucking guy could play like that? Night Ranger, worst. But he shredded those Sabbath songs. I mean, phenomenal. So, Black Sabbath is one of my favorite artists of all time. Those first 6 albums you cannot go wrong with. The Dio stuff, I'm not a big fan of, I gotta admit. I know it's good. People love Dio. I like Dio because that's what was metal back in the day, you know? Do I like him? Nah, I can take or leave it. The band became different after they, he got to the band and Ozzy left. But Black Sabbath is one of my favorite bands, and that's the album. Ozzy Osbourne, Speak of the Devil. His greatest album, in my opinion. Thank you for listening, and stay tuned. Like I said, I'm going to do a few more. Hopefully, just talk about the albums I love and a little story behind them. And but that's it. Ozzy Osbourne, Speak of the Devil. Thank you.